So now we'll see necessary conditions for occurrence of synchronization problem. Like so far few example we observed. We noticed like what are the major causes for occurrence of synchronization problem. That is you told like that is preemption, correct? One of the reason you told preemption, which you understood, right? Preemption and presence of shared element, yes or no? Presence of shared element. Third is like both the processes are like two or more processes trying to access same thing at the same time. That is a race condition also present. So let me write the points. Necessary conditions for occurrence of synchronization problem that is causing inconsistency here. The first point I can observe is what? Race, like a presence of shared element or shared region, shared memory region. You can understand that I am writing critical. So critical section or critical region, both are same. Critical region. What critical section, critical region says? Very simple. In the program, some instructions are shared by two process. Like our example, if you see in producer consumer case, count equal to count minus 1 or count equal to count plus 1, or before example like C equal to C plus 1 and C equal to C multiply 5. These are the instructions are shared instruction. Yes or no? The shared instruction multiple process. That portion of area is considered to be critical. It is a critical area because that important area shared by multiple processes, in which when two processes are accessing this critical part simultaneously or concurrently, then the problem got arises. Yes or no? That is the reason the portion area I am calling as a critical region or critical section. Please do understand, critical section or critical region is nothing but it is a portion of the program code, where shared resources are accessed. Nothing but shared processes are accessed this area. And non-critical section is the portion of program code where shared resources does not access. The program may consist shared as well as non-shared instruction. You understand? So write down the point. Critical section or critical region is portion of the program code, or program, you can understand, where shared resource nothing but instruction, you can understand, shared resources are accessed, where shared resources are accessed. Critical section or critical region is a portion of the program segment or program code where shared resources are accessed. And next point, non-critical section is also portion of the program code that does not access shared resource. That does not access shared resources. Program may consist critical and program may consist, you understand, program may consist critical or non-critical part. Critical or non-critical part. Please write down. Write down the point. What is mean by critical section? What is mean by non-critical section? We completely understood. Write down. Note down the points. So what I am trying to say here, we are listing the necessary causes for occurrence of the problem. One is shared critical section or shared element, that is, and another is what? Another is what? Race condition. Race condition means what? Multiple processes trying to access the shared part simultaneously. And third one is what? Preemption. So you can understand like this a program is there, okay? So this is a program, okay? Some set of instructions are there. This is a critical section, okay? This is a critical section, you understand? So this part is what? Non-critical part. This is the non-critical section. Critical section is nothing but set of instructions are there. These instructions are shared by, this is shared by other processes, shared by processes. Other process may be sharing, yes or no? Like we understood count value, count is shared by two processes, like that. This is a portion of the area is shared by other processes. This part we are calling as critical. When many more than one process entering into use this critical section, we may arise what? Inconsistency arise or not? Inconsistency as arised, yes or no? Now what we need to bring out now? How to avoid this race condition, that we need to understand. First you copied, correct? Now look this. Next, what second point I told you? First point, presence of critical region or critical section. Second one, race condition. Race condition. Write down about race condition. Write about race condition. What is the meaning of race condition? Write down the point. Processes must be racing to access the critical section simultaneously or concurrently. Write about race condition. Processes means more than one process must be racing to access the critical section simultaneously or concurrently. As we observed 2-3 example, and the 3 example, 2 or more process trying to access same thing at the same time. See, under producer consumer problem, producer consumer, they stated one is want to decrement, one is want to increment at the same time. Yes or no? We observed that example clearly. Write down. That is the situation where several processes access and manipulate the shared data. So what is the race condition says that? Race condition says that a situation may consist like several processes may access and manipulate the shared data simultaneously or concurrently. That is the final value, the result of final value of the shared data completely depends on which process precisely completes its execution at last. Are you getting? Like so, under if you see printer spooler demon case we observed, there are two process A, process B, and first process A run, but middle process B came and made the value, correct or not? Now who has got the result? Process B only, means whoever completes this execution lastly, that value will be depend, that is getting the final value of results. For race condition also, like you understand, the final value of any shared data completely depends on which process precisely executes at last. That you would understand. Fine. How to avoid this race condition? Can you tell me, all of you? How to avoid this race condition? Race condition means many are trying to access a shared element at the same time. Can I avoid this one? So major trouble in a race condition is nothing but existence of the shared file or shared memory region or shared program segment. Yes or no? Presence of this, definitely many processes going to access this part. Correct. If we able to do thing like at the same time, if we avoid access of multiple process that shared element, so definitely we can avoid race condition also. That means what we need to ensure the mutual exclusion. Mutual exclusion, nothing but you understand, 2 or more processes should not access the shared element at the same time. Means no two processes should access the shared element or critical section at the same time. If we are able to do this thing, definitely we are avoiding the race condition. Once you avoid the race condition, definitely the inconsistent problem will not arise. Yes or no? And third point for occurrence of this what? Preemption. Third point for occurrence of this thing is preemption we applied or not, means allow the process to preempt, like you understand. So this is the critical section is there, critical section, Okay, this is a critical section, and race condition was there. Race condition, understand, process P1, process P2, process P3. Race condition is there, and some middle, some preemption is caused. Preemption cost. Please to understand, presence of critical section, presence of race condition, presence of preemption. This leading to what? This leading to inconsistency. That is the problem of synchronization. And our motto is to find out the solution. Solution meaning we should avoid this race condition. Avoiding race condition, nothing but, can I avoid the critical section here? If suppose if there is no critical section, there is no race condition, but I cannot avoid. There might be areas in application, definitely some shared element will be there. And race condition, avoiding race condition, nothing but we should not allow more than one process to access the critical section at a time. That we need to bring. So ultimately we need to ensure the mutual exclusion. Yes or no? Ultimately one solution is what? To resolve the race condition is that we need to impose mutual exclusion. Mutual exclusion, nothing but only one process is allowed to use the critical section any point of time. That you would understand clearly. Yes, please note down, necessary sufficient conditions are given to occur in the synchronization problem. One is critical section, and second one is race condition, third one what? Preemption. If three are present simultaneously, there is a problem of what? Data inconsistency, which I observed. And immediately we need to move the solution. Solution, nothing but one mutual exclusion need to be guaranteed. We need to ensure the mutual exclusion. Write out, put the subheading, principles of mutual exclusion. Mutual exclusion. Principles of mutual exclusion. I told you why we need mutual exclusion. To avoiding the race condition, means to avoid access more than one process critical at the same time, we need to allow only one process to access. Write down, no two process. Write out the definition for mutual exclusion. No two process. No two process. No two processes may be present in their critical section at the same time. So that you write down, that meaning is that allow only one process to access the critical section at the same time. That you understand. Write down the point, allow only one process to access the critical section at the same time. Means some way of making sure that if one process is using some shared element, other process should avoid usage of same thing, should avoid doing the same thing. So means one is updating, other has to wait, other has to stop updating the same data. That's what ensuring a mutual exclusion. Right now, I will give one example to understand mutual exclusion clearly. First, you copy this point. So I hope you are understanding mutual exclusion. Let me take two processes. There are two processes are there. Process A. Ensuring the mutual exclusion, I will define here. Process B. There are two processes in concurrent environment. Means both are in ready queue. And they use a single core CPU, like a interlude version. Like example, process is running now. Process A is running. Okay. And after some time, process may be running also here. Both are not used by CPU at the same time because single core process is there. Let's take an example. At time t1, process A attempts attempt to entering critical section, attempt to use critical section, process A, this moment. So because only one is there, one is only asking to use the critical section. So now critical section is using. Who is using here? Process A using. Let's take an example. Okay. At let's take at time t, let's take at time t, process B, process B. Let's take an example. Process B at time t2, process B attempt to enter critical section, attempt to enter critical section, process B attempting at time 2, but the time what is happening, process is still using critical section or not, yes or no. So now at time t2, when process B attempting to use a critical section, you should not allow. So now until, let's take time t3, until time t3, okay, this process should be blocked. Which one? Process B is blocked up to time 3. Now suppose at time t3, process A leaves from critical section. It is leaving, so it is normal execution will be there. So immediately now process B can enter. Enter to where? Critical section or not? Now critical section usage is there. Let's do understand. So until this T4 it might be using. So now both are leaving here. Yes or no? Now both are leaving in critical section only. So now here process B leaves from critical section. Please do understand now. So now what point I want to say, this is the critical section portion. And this is also critical section portion. Who is using critical section from T1 to T3? Process A using the critical section. From T3 to T4, process B using the critical section. See, when process A using critical section, is somebody asking to use same critical section at the same time. If it is somebody attempting to use, you have to exclude that work. You have to stop the process. You have to block, temporarily you block the process B until this leaves from the critical section. Once it will leave, immediately you can allocate the critical section. This is what uses of critical section, mutually exclusive. I hope you are understanding what is the meaning of mutual exclusion. Mutual exclusion nothing but no two processes should present in a critical section at the same time. Both are not present at the same time. This we have to ensure. If we are able to ensure this thing, definitely we are avoiding race condition or not. Means both are not at the same time. These are not at the same time. We avoided the race condition. Yes, this we require. And this is not sufficient in like a concurrent environment like multi-core systems. This is not sufficient. Other conditions also need to be imposed, like process should also satisfy the progression like bounded weight and no assumption made for speed of the process or number of CPUs, like architecture neutral, that we need to consider. First you do copy this thing, mutual exclusion. Even other requirements also I will discuss. You copy first immediately. All of you copy it. So next, immediately put the heading requirements for synchronization mechanisms. Requirements for synchronization mechanisms. Put the heading. Just before addressing that, I may give architecture for synchronization mechanism. Synchronization mechanisms. Architecture for synchronization mechanism. Let's take another example. Please do understand, like I am making like a race condition. The race condition presents P1, P2, P3. This you understand, this is entry section and critical section is there, and this is the exit section. What means critical section must be used by only one process at a time. So this kind of protocol, this kind of architecture need to be support for designing of any synchronization mechanisms. Please do copy. I'll giving the requirements for synchronization mechanisms. What the essential thing you understand? Entry section should be there for critical section and exit section. Entry section, many processes can compute for use as critical section, but you should impose some kind of conditions in entry section to allow only one process to use a critical section, that you would understand. Copy this, copy what I told you. Requirements for synchronization mechanisms. Write down requirements for synchronization mechanisms. What are the essential requirements required? These requirements just I'll make into two variation. One is mandatory or primary requirements, and secondary requirements. One is primary or mandatory requirements. So any synchronization mechanism you are designing for inter-process communication, that must be satisfied mutual exclusion or not, which I given. The first condition should be there, satisfying the mutual exclusion. Apart from this, other need to be satisfied. Progress. Other need to be satisfied. One is progress, other is progression. What is the meaning of progression? You write on the definition for progression, all of you. Write on the definition for progression. Write down no process running outside the critical section. Write down no process running outside the critical section should block other interested process, which are entering into critical section, whenever critical section is free. I am repeating, no processes running outside the critical section should block other interested process from entering into critical section whenever critical section is free. What this definition says, please do understand. So I give an architecture, entry section, many process waiting, correct, and critical section is there. Please do understand, whenever critical section is free, so anyone is allowed to use the critical section or not, but usage of critical section should be done by only one process at a time. Yes or no? That is what ensuring the mutual exclusion. Am I right? And what progression says, suppose critical section is free and some process outside the critical section, and when no, so what I am telling, the process which are outside the critical section should not block other interested process who are trying to enter into critical section. I'll give an example now. The class is going on, some physical class is going on, okay, and the class is containing out like 50 students are there, and the classroom capacity maybe 70 or 80 members can sit, but currently 50 students are there, and the class is already started. So few students which are coming from outside, like 5 students are coming from outside. As on that, the class is going on, the 5 students are coming from outside to the class. Out of 5 students, like 3 students are like more interested to attend the operating system class. Please do understand, out of 5 students, 3 students are more interested. They might be thinking that today the topic is inter-process communication, that synchronization mechanism is going to start, which are very important and very important topics and also interesting. So they are interested to enter into class, and other 2 students are there out of 5, and they are stopping them. Arey, what you attend this class? Nonsense. Just leave the class. We'll go outside. We'll go to movie. We'll enjoy other things. No need to attend this today class. See, other 2 students are stopping them to enter into critical section when class is going on. So that kind of situation should not be there. That kind of situation should not be occur here. Means when critical section is free, outside the critical section any process are there, among them the process should not stop to enter into critical section who are interested. You should not stop. So that requirement should satisfy. That is a progression. Very simple. No process running outside the critical section block other interested process which are entering into critical section. That should be there. Should not be there. And third one comes under second requirement. This is a bounded weight. bounded weight. What is the meaning of bounded weight here? Please do understand. And when any process using critical section, other eventually has to wait outside the critical section. Am I right? Just now I given architecture, critical section, entry and exit section is there. Whenever any process using the critical section, many other process waiting outside the critical section. Yes or no? And waiting time of other process should be limit. Yes or no? Means what bounded wait says, no process should wait. No process should have to wait forever. No processes should have to wait forever to enter its critical section. There must be some limit. There must be limit for waiting for the other process. That means process which is used in the critical section should be used finite amount of time only. That we have to ensure. The process which you allow to use a critical section, that should hold the CPU for finite amount of time only. That must be guaranteed. Write down that point also which I given. And fourth one, no assumption is made. No assumption is made. Speed of the processor, you understand, processor and number of CPUs. The amount of time taken for executing critical section definitely depends on the speed of the processor and number of CPUs here. That we are not taking at all. So simply it is purely architecture neutral I have considered, and keeping architecture neutral, these are the conditions must be satisfied. Apart from mutual exclusion, these are the conditions need to be satisfied for implementing any synchronization mechanism. Now I am going to start the synchronization mechanisms for solving this IPC problem. What we got? Data inconsistency problem we got. Means what? If I have to find out such a algorithm, such a mechanism, when preemption is occurred, when there is a race condition is there, when there is a race condition, critical section is there, race condition is there, and preemption is there. Under this circumstance also, the results should be consistent. It should not give the incorrect results. Such kind of algorithm we need to find out. So we need to discuss later. First, I given problem and problem causes and requirement to design the mechanisms also given. These are requirement guaranteeing the mutual exclusion, guaranteeing the progression, bounded weight, and we made the architecture neutral. These are the points we need to keep in our mind in order to designing or taking of any synchronization mechanisms. Will be next session will be starting synchronization mechanisms. You copy first, all of you.